What is up, everybody? Welcome to some Yahenni Daring Darling. Hope you're excited. Get our mid-range on. We're gonna play first. See who we're playing against. We got some old school Naya commander action over there. As far as opening hand goes, I like this. Well, we go Ancient Tomb. We're a little far away from double black. Let's go ahead. Well, we get down Ancient Tomb. We go Expedition Map. We go Swamp. Yeah, I'll go and keep on this one. I kind of like in here. Maybe we'll rip a swamp off that one. But yeah, let's get our command zone all set up. Yeah, I'm digging the old school Naya commander over there. That's pretty cool. Let's go and get the ancient tomb down, and let's get down expedition map, and then we'll go ahead and pass the turn. Can't use that extra mana to crack it, but we can at least crack it and grab a. If we want to, we can grab an Urborg, and that'd be pretty good. Turn all of our lands into swamps. But yes, we're playing Yahenni. She has haste. He or she has haste. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a +1 counter on Yahenni. Then sacrifice another creature. Yahenni gains indestructible until end of turn. And Jacques le Vert. I think that's how you say it. My French is, I think that's French. I'm pretty sure it is. It's not that great, but we've got green creatures you control get +0, +2. So pretty straightforward. I love seeing the old school commanders. That's always cool to me. And we got Savage Hunter being cycled. Okay. We'll go and pass the turn and see what we got going on. If we don't draw land, once again, we do have the Ancient Tomb on Urborg. So actually, we're going to go ahead and go for that. So we're going to crack this Expedition map. Let's grab Urborg. We're going to get that down. That'll be the land drop for the turn. And we're going to get down the Blood Chief. And then we'll go and pass the turn. All right, so next turn, we've got down the Mancer. We can get that down and get a little snake token up and running so we can have a nice little sacrifice source for Yahenni to give him or her indestructible. And then, but yeah, as far as the deck goes, it's pretty, I didn't want to go Yahenni Voltron, and I didn't want to go Yahenni like Aristocrats because I've got a ton of Aristocrat decks, and so I ended up going a nice little kind of mid-rangey, more of a balanced type deck. So let's go ahead and get we can't go Liliana because we're at 3 mana. Let's go and get we're missing the other one, so we can swing it for 2 right now. Let's see, our opponent, what are they? They've got the yeah, let's go ahead and go Yahenni. We can get that. If we're going to go for a little bit of a commander damage win, actually, I don't mind going for that. Let's go and get down Yahenni. It's going to have haste, and we're going to be able to swing it for 2, and that's going to be 2 commander damage. I just love the art on Yahenni, man. It just feels like we're about to get some business going. Seeing that art right there. I'm seeing him or her on the stack like that. So we're going to swing it for 2, drop our opponent down to 38. That's going to be 2 commander damage. Hopefully you hit your mana base, man. Yeah, that's I enjoy playing Commander, but at the same time, I like for it to be a nice little slugfest, and beating up on somebody that doesn't hit their mana base is, it's not too fun, but hopefully they hit it. But we'll get down to Yahenni, I'll be able to swing in right there, come in hot for 2, if this gets resolved. But yeah, as far as the deck goes, it's pretty fun. I've enjoyed my time with it so far. Okay, gotcha, man. Cool. Let's get Yahenni on the battlefield over there. But yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. It's a little bit more of a balanced commander deck. It's not really a one-trick pony over there, but this is what we're going for. Well, best of luck, buddy. All right, so we're going to swing it for 2 right now. Coming in hot. If we can get to our attack step over there. And I'm not sure what the whole... There we go. Okay. Let's go swing it for 2 right now. Drop our opponent down to 38. That's going to be 2 commander damage. Nothing else to do for the turn, so we're going to go and pass the turn. So as far as next turn goes, if we go... Where is it? So we get down get the Mancer down. Ophiomancer, I think that's how you pronounce it. So we can get that down. If we hit another land, then we'll be able to get down Blade of the Blood Chief, and then get it on Yahenni. Yahenni's going to get whenever a creature dies, it's going to get a... +1 counter, and if the equipped creature is a vampire, put 2 counters on it instead. Which Yahenni is a Aetherborn vampire, born of the Aetherborn and the vampire. So it's a nice little synergy right there with Blade of the Blood Chief. So, and Blade is, depending on how you go with Yahenni, Blade is almost an auto include in a Yahenni deck. In that, just the mana investment, it is so low. 1 mana, active, equipped for 1. Bajuka Bog. Yeah, we're gonna get that down, exiling our opponent's graveyard. Never feel good doing that. I hate that. And then I guess... Yeah, I think, actually, let's go ahead and get down the Mancer right now. That way we can get down the Blade. There's nothing to die out there for our opponent. So we can go and swing in for 2 right now. That's going to 36 and 2 commander damage. And then next turn we can sacrifice that snake and get the blade on Yahenni and kind of take advantage of those. Alright, so we're going to get that the Mancer trigger at the beginning of each upkeep. There we go. And it's also really nice in that when we get blade, we can get the snake token at the beginning of our upkeep and our opponent's upkeep, so we can really take advantage of that. But yeah, I hadn't picked up the this particular card yet because it was about $10, and so I usually work with a certain budget when I'm building my commander decks. And there's been so many decks where I've almost put, I guess that's a girl, I think. It might be a guy. Either way, girl or a guy. I hadn't put the Mancer in any of my commander decks because it's like a $9 or $10 card online, and so I finally picked it up for this deck. I felt it was pretty nice. Alright, so we got Reclamation Sage coming in on Blade of the Blood Chief. Yeah, that happens. Alright, so it's going to blow up Blade, but we still have a nice little board state up and running over here. So, and then we still have the Snake token to kind of sacrifice to give Yahenni indestructible if we get a little chump action on the Elf Shaman over the Reclamation Sage. Alright, so we got Gem Palm Avenger getting cycled. So, whenever you cycle, creatures get +1 and gain first strike until end of turn. Okay. I'm digging, it looks like we've got a heavy cycle theme in here. I'm digging that. Okay, so we lose Blade, and then we'll go and pass the turn. Now, if we get into a good spot to where we can finally hit this off, we'll kind of be able to dig a lot deeper. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so let's go and get these swamp down. We're going to fire this off at the end of our turn. Let's go and swing in with the Yahenni and the snake token. We want to make sure we leave the Mancer up. That way we can keep those snakes flowing. Snakes on a plane. Coming in hot. Okay, so let's go ahead and sacrifice. We'll sacrifice that snake token, give it indestructible. That's going to kill the Reclamation Sage. We're going to get the +1 counter on Yahenni over there. And then I think we could go for some Liliana action. I just want to dig deeper a little bit more and fire this this spell off right here. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3. And right now, I think we're under really no pressure right now, so I'm going to be pretty aggressive. We'd go 12, that puts us down to 20. I should want to do 20. Yeah, if we go 12, that'll put us right at 20. We have nothing else that we're losing life with, really, though. So I'm just going to go round it up to an even 15 right there. So we're going to pay 15 life, draw 15 cards. Okay, and then we'll start chunking some stuff. Let's get the swamp down. Swamp. Yeah, man. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll chunk swamp. Make sure we have the land drop. It'd be nice to have that earlier. And let's see, we got Mind Stone. Anything we need, we could actually strip mine on that that blasted landscape. I'm not really wanting to do that, but I'm going to go and hold on to strip mine just in case. Let's get rid of Barter in Blood. We're at 13 cards. We'll go, I guess, well, actually Innocent in Blood. No, we'll go and chunk that right now. Deathbringer Regent. I like Grim Tutor in the hand. We're at 11 cards. So let's go and chunk the Obnixilis. I'm okay with that. We'll hold on to Snuff Out because we can get that going. And then we'll get rid of Rise of the Dark Realms. Not really looking to get into spots where we can fire that off. And then we'll just go and chunk Reliquary Tower. And we need to chunk one more. Let's see. What do we want to chunk? Grey Merchant. A little far away from Devotion. Well, if we get down Liliana... beggars can't be choosers, though. Let's see. What do we want to chunk? It's always the last one that's the hardest. I think if we're going commander damage, yeah, I may just go and chunk Grey Merchant right now. We do have some reanimate spells that we can kind of get up and running. So, and let's see what our opponent said. Yeah, man. Okay, there we go. Let our opponent do his thing. But yeah, so we're running like outside of not having. Oh, we're already back over on turn. Alright, so let's kind of get some stuff deployed right now. Let's get down the Soul Ring. Let's go and swing in with the Yahenni right now. Coming in hot for 3. That's going to be 7 total commander damage. If something gets flashed in, we still have that snake token to sacrifice and give her indestructible. And then we still have Grim Tutor and Liliana to get down. Okay, so let's see what's getting fired off right now. You may gain renewed faith. Okay. Yeah, this is a very interesting little cycle deck. I'm trying to figure out what pieces they're looking for. I know there's some. I'm not that familiar with a lot of the cycle cards. I don't usually tend to play with them, but I know there's some cycle matter cards. So kind of see what's going on. But as far as our second main phase, we're definitely going to get down some Mind Stone action, and we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can go Grave Titan. We can go Liliana and Grim Tutor, or we can just go Grave Titan and go Beat Sticks. I actually really do like Grave Titan in this one, just to get those zombies up and running. And Truth be told, I just love playing with the Grave Titan, and I think we can get more a better board state developed with the Grave Titan versus a excuse me, versus trying to get to a Liliana Ultimate. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, there we go. Let's get down the black. So we got Grave Titan coming in hot. We're going to get 2 zombies for our trouble, and then we will go ahead and pass the turn. Yes, beautiful. Man, I didn't for a long time when I started playing Commander. I played a lot of budget stuff, and you know, it's a good way to get into Commander. And I remember when I finally picked up Grave Titan for a lot of my decks, it was just like, where have you been my whole life, Grave Titan? So nice. Okay, so we got Dueling Grounds. No more than 1 creature can attack each turn. No more than 1 creature can block each turn. Okay, it's getting a little interesting. I think as far as right now goes, if only 1 creature can swing in, we're just going to go Grave Titan. That way we can really take advantage of these extra zombies. And plus, he's our biggest creature. You know, we're not going to be able to swing in, but yeah, swinging in with the 6/6 beat stick to have, you know, a few extra fodder over there should be pretty fun. And then if we draw some type of we do have Grim Tutor to kind of fire off. We're going to lose 3 life, which will put us down to 10. But we can fire Grim Tutor off to get rid of that Elvish Visionary. That way we kind of force that Grave Titan action through. Or if we're going to go for commander damage with the Yahenni, that's what we may end up doing, actually, now that I think about it. Liliana. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get the Strip Mine down right now. It's going to be Swamp because of Urborg out there. Let's go ahead and fire this Grim Tutor off. Looking at double black, and then get that colorless down. We could snuff out, but let's see what's getting tapped. We're getting some cycle action right now. Okay. Let's go and fire Grim Tutor off. I don't know if we have any way to deal with Dueling Grounds in our deck, but definitely don't want to get anything that's going to cause... basically, we can use that. We can cast that snuff out with that last floating mana. I want to get another source that's going to make our opponent sacrifice some stuff. So I think what I want to go for is... Where is it? It's the Barter in Blood, I think. Or maybe I'm thinking of something. No, that we chunked that in the graveyard, I think. Yeah, Barter in Blood. We ended up going for a... I think the Whispering one. That'd be a good one. And that way you kind of keep our opponent down. That's going to go into our hand. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and go for a snuff out on the Elvish Visionary. We're going to get that extra. I think we're going to try and go for a little bit of commander damage on this one. Alright, so it's going to take care of the Elvish Visionary. We're going to get another count on Yahenni, and then we're going to be able to swing in for 4. And that'll be 11 total commander damage. We've got a little bit quicker clock with Yahenni trying to deal commander damage than we do with Grave Titan, now that I've thought about it. So, alright, so let's go and swing in. Coming in hot for 4. And then, let me make sure I'm reading that. No more than 1 creature can... Yeah, no more than 1 creature. Alright, so we've got Yahenni coming in hot for 4. That's going to be 11 commander damage. And then we still have the Whispering one to get down to make our opponent start sacrificing stuff next turn. We could have tapped Ancient Tomb to get down Mind Stone, but we're pretty much way okay on mana right now. And so... But yeah, as far as the deck goes, yeah, we're not going full Voltron, we're not going full Sacrifice, but we are running a lot of fun black spells that I really enjoy, just like the one, the Necrologia, I think that's how you pronounce it. A really fun card, you know. You can be pretty aggressive with the life total too, so... Okay, so we're getting all the little druids out there. But Yahenni's going to have Indestructible, so we don't really have to worry about they're going out. And then plus with the Whispering one, applying pressure, making them sacrifice. Excuse me. Okay, so we got a little haste action right there. And then we still have, so once we get down the Whispering one, at the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So we can start sacrificing, where is it? Our devotion is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can start using Yahenni to sacrifice a Grey Merchant, get into the battlefield, and then start recurring, getting those devotion triggers coming in. Alright, so let's see. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think I'm going to go and get down the Whispering one and leave up Imp's Mischief. That way, just in case we're not in that big of a spot right there to where we don't have to... We can pay that 2 life off that Ancient Tomb. So looking at black, black, and then 1, 2. Okay. Alright, so the Whispering's coming in. We're going to go down to 8. Once again, let's go ahead and swing in right now. We don't have to worry about sacrificing anything. But we'll at least make our opponent chump block unless they want to take that commander damage. Okay, so we got the, what's his name? So we're going to get a +1 counter on Yahenni. It's going to go to 5/5. Our opponent's going to have to sacrifice that Druid over there. And then we'll get another counter on Yahenni, which will be 6, which will be 17 commander damage, unless they get another creature out there. But Okay, just scoop through the turn right there. All right, so let's go ahead and bring back Gray Merchant. So we're going to get that Devotion coming back. All right, get a little bit ahead on life total right there. Okay, and once again, we're going to be dealing quicker commander damage, so we're going to go and swing in with the Yahenni right now. Unless our opponent has some type of response. Okay, 6 gets through. It's going to be 17 total commander damage, and then we should be able to clean up as far as winning the game the following turn. Unless our opponent has some type of shenanigans. Let's go ahead and go. Let's go Liliana Vess. And then we'll still have Imp's Mischief up. So let's go that, looking at 1, 2. And we'll go and good tap for 1 right there. And what we're going to go and tutor for is we're going to tutor for a Damnation. That way we can kind of blow everything up. And we can give Yahenni Indestructible. So that way, no matter what our opponent deploys out, we'll be in a good spot to... where is it? Damnation. There we go. So Damnation is going to go on top. We still have Imp's Mischief to kind of stop anything that's going to be any sort of removal that's directed over at Yahenni. And then we have the Damnation coming off the top next turn. And a bunch of stuff. So should be in a good little spot. Hopefully our opponent draws something pretty cool. But yeah, I've enjoyed this deck so far. It's kind of fun just to play something that just kind of has some legs that can... You know, it's not necessarily going to win the race every single time, but just a little bit more balanced than not really a one-trick pony on or anything like that. All right, so we got Predatory Sliver coming in. Okay, wasn't expecting that one coming in. Sliver creatures you can all get +2. I mean, get +1. And let's see what else is the follow-up on this one. Elvish Pioneer. Okay, you may put a basic land from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. And nothing else is getting cast. Yeah, so we should be able to fire up that Damnation. And we need to go ahead and sacrifice a Gray Merchant, actually, to Yahenni. That way we can bring it back at the beginning of our turn next turn. Don't want to forget about that if we can get to the end step. Okay, so let's go ahead and use Yahenni. Sacrifice the Gray Merchant. That's going to go into the graveyard. Indestructible. We're going to return that back. Let's bring back Gray Merchant. Come on out, buddy. So we're going to have that Devotion coming in. And then let's go and give Yahenni Indestructible right now. We'll go and sacrifice that Gray Merchant again. And then let's fire this Damnation off. Then if our opponent still has some type of spot removal, we have Imp's Mischief. Actually, not with Imp's Mischief, only one creature out there. Okay. Good game, man. Alright, so we're going to go and swing in for 8, and that's going to be exactly commander damage right there. Yeah, but that's kind of how you can, our opponent's deck, they didn't get their cycling up and running, but yeah, you can kind of see where you can put the deck through the ropes like that, getting a Damnation to kind of clear the board out, and slowly chip away with Yahenni to get that commander damage from the win. So, alright guys, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.